Hey everybody, Shane here with Rock Paper Podcast to tell you about my friend's music record shop. Check them out, 4191A Manchester Avenue in the heart of the Grove, right between the demo and the ready room. This Friday, new records from Deer Hunter, Turnpike Troubadours, Glenn Hansard, My Chemical Romance, Sublime with Rome, and The Decemberist. Almost every Saturday they do live in-store performances. This Saturday, October 10th, 2 to 4, live in-store performance from Lutheran. Check them out online, Facebook, Twitter, musicrecordshop.com.
We are Nothing Set in Stone, and you're listening to Rock Paper Podcast.
Yeah. This is Rock Paper Podcast with Shane and his guests. You will listen to what he says. Shane will drive to your house and bring you brownies and talk for hours, 'cause it's Rock Paper Podcast. Tell me why it's nothing but a podcast. Tell me why we're making this for your ass. Tell me why all you gotta do is download Rock Paper Podcast. Rock Paper Podcast.
Hey, what's going on everybody? Shane Presley here. Rock Paper Podcast. Hanging out with the guys of Nothing Set in Stone. Welcome to the show, guys.
What's going on, man?
What's up, man?
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, I can tell you guys, this is definitely a first for me. The first podcast in a U-Haul storage unit. So,
Welcome.
yeah.
Thanks for that.
Thanks for sharing.
11:29.
Yeah. No, this is
Block C, guys.
yeah.
You should come by tomorrow for the auction.
Yeah.
There actually is an auction tomorrow.
I know.
Being serious. There's auction tomorrow.
Something I don't know. Yeah, it's an auction. Yeah. I don't know.
Well, this is cool. I mean, it's a nice little setup. It's actually a pretty genius idea. I mean, you got plenty of security here. You got tape, film recording all the time. You don't have to worry about any of your stuff wind up missing somehow.
Yeah, it's climate controlled and 24-hour access, security cameras, just like
Right.
you're saying. So
And cheap.
and
Yeah.
cheap.
A few egg
Threw,
cartons with some glue, man.
Threw carpet on the floor, threw some egg crates up, and some carpet up on the walls, and it does pretty damn good for what we need.
Yeah.
It's nice being able to come here anytime. 24 hours. They got carts and ramps for loading in and out, so
Yeah.
does the job pretty damn
And
good.
they got Cyndi Lauper on, so
Hell yeah, all day.
Need some video for
I think
that.
it's all they put, isn't it?
So these guys have a big weekend coming up. There's 2 chances to catch them this weekend. Saturday, October 10th at Pops for the Divide the Empire album release party.
Yeah.
With you got Divide the Empire, Divine Sorrow, Pirate Signal, Midnight Reville, and these guys, Nothing Set in Stone. We Are United presents. So that's a pretty big deal. I listened to their. We had Divide the Empire on a week or so ago, and got to listen to that record. It's good stuff, man.
Cool.
I like those guys. They're a lot of fun. So it should be a good party.
They seem like real cool guys. So what I heard that they've been kind of sneak previewing has been really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm excited to hear the whole record.
Yeah, and Divine Sorrow, I've had Brian and Paul from the band on the show, and they're involved in like this reality show project
Really?
called It's a Hard Rock Life, and they filmed a bunch of stuff, and I think it's like in the editing process and all that kind of thing. So hopefully we'll be able to see it somewhere soon and stuff. But it was fun talking to those guys about that. We got into a little bit of Divine Sorrow stuff, but those guys can jam too. So it'd be fun.
I've heard a lot about those guys.
Yeah,
Been around for a grip, haven't they?
yeah. They've been a bit for. They had a good thing running for a while with Keishi. They were doing a bunch of stuff with them, like any of the parties and stuff they were putting on. They played a lot of those Keishi things. So
That's cool.
yeah,
They always seem to stay pretty active.
Yeah.
I remember.
yeah, definitely. And then Sunday, October 11th at Cicero's in Del Mar Loop. What we got? We got Saul, Nervous Pudding, One Day, and
Fall Beneath the Crown.
Fall Beneath the Crown. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know a lot of these guys except for I know Nervous Pudding. I met them or I saw them with Shaman's Harvest a bit ago
at the Duck Room?
the Duck Room, and that was cool.
We played with them a long while back, haven't we?
We
Before I was even in the band, you guys.
we
them, I
played
think.
with John, and he was in a different band a long time ago.
I got you.
You know, back in the early days.
I think it was at House of Rock, wasn't it?
It was at the House of Rock, yeah.
Buddy of mine, guy named Charles Tadlock, actually just played with Nervous Pudding at Bat Creek. It was the same day as the Ink Spot Block Party, actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was
okay.
up in,
We seen them
I think it
dudes
was in
up at
Louisiana,
Oh.
further up north.
Right on.
We seen them dudes up at the Point Fest. They were on the side stage. Same places where Fivefold was at and all that good stuff.
Yeah, man.
I'll tell you, it's worth checking out this band Saul, though.
Yeah.
They're a regional touring act.
Okay.
They're coming in from Sioux Falls. And they're real cool guys. I've been talking to them on Facebook and stuff. They're going to be in town on Sunday night, so make sure to say what's up to those guys and party with them a little bit. They're ready to hang out in the loo.
Yeah, cool, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, come out. You guys are selling tickets to both shows, right? On Facebook, you can get a hold of them, and
Got them on our Facebook and on our website. We got
Website.
links for it.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Uh,
First time with our new singer, Justin, so looking
Yeah, I
forward
g-
to getting him out there with us, too. So,
I guess
should be a fun weekend.
we should probably go around the room. I forgot to do that part. But if you guys want to introduce yourself, so everybody knows your voices at home, and
I am Charlie Bean. I play drums.
I'm Sean McMullen. I play guitar.
Phil Billingham, play bass.
I'm Justin Ranton.
There you go.
I know my name.
yeah,
I'm the new singer, and I'm excited to be a part of this group.
yeah,
You suck
We're all
'cause you're
very
not
excited to
James
have
Bond
Justin
like
here.
yeah. Right.
You didn't do the James
man.
Bond thing.
Yeah.
It's the
You are
four-letter
not
thing
007.
starting with a B
Sean
thing,
is
I
also
think.
my middle name too. So
Sean.
yeah, that's how
My middle name's
mine was
Rebecca.
right. So
That's
I
really
don't.
fucking weird, dude.
It's too bad you don't have a J in the middle. You could have been Sean. You'd be a filthy
very
rich
Irish,
motherfucker.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sean's an Irish name, so we used to have two Seans. You know?
Right.
There you go.
My
Two
buddy,
Sean's too many.
All right.
I got a buddy, Sean O'Brien,
messing
that's
with
a comic, and he does a joke about being Irish, and his full name is Sean Michael, he's got two middle names anyway.
Yeah.
Sean Michael O'Brien, whatever the middle one is, like, I forget now. I ruined his joke, but anyway.
Hey,
motherfucker.
you know what? That joke was more funny because you're.
Yeah, but he that's exactly the same kind of thing. He's that's how Irish he is. He's got but yeah,
Awesome.
this is it's exciting times to get to hang out, talk to you guys, get to meet up, and we got new music coming out. We got a new singer. We got
New everything,
Yeah.
pretty much. It's been an interesting time for sure lately here.
yeah, so the old stuff. The previous record is what came out in August.
August
Yeah,
7th,
so-
yeah.
Yep.
So
Just let that out not too long ago.
yeah.
We recorded that with Matt down in Encapsulated. Yeah.
So
We just had that come out back in, I think it was very beginning of August, wasn't it?
August 7th is
August
when we
7th,
released
first
it.
week.
So so Arise, they're a 6-song EP with Matt Amelong, produced and stuff. That man, he's been killing it with some of the local music these days, and
Yeah, dude.
it's
That dude,
Good
I don't
going
even
with-
know how he has time in his day
Great
to like,
dude.
eat
Yeah.
and sleep because he just does so much, man.
yeah,
But yeah, he does kill it, man.
yeah.
For sure.
And that record is available through your website, nothingsetinstone.com, and
That's everywhere.
Bandcamp
Yeah,
and everything.
iTunes.
Yeah.
Any merch booth at any show?
Amazon,
Yeah.
it's everywhere. Yeah.
But yeah, so it's cool to see, you guys just put out a project, and then now you have Justin and the band, and then you guys are already putting out a bunch of demo stuff for new material and stuff, and it's cool to see that even though you got that out, like, you guys haven't slowed down at all. It's like some bands would, maybe work a while with the album and stuff, but it's cool that you guys are just keeping momentum going, running with it, and and especially with the new singer and stuff. And
yeah, we definitely wanted to have some stuff out there where people could hear our newest member on it, and
definitely
be able to get him out there and introduce to everybody. So
yeah.
And that fits into the name of the band, right? Nothing's set in stone. It's
Right.
constantly evolving,
Mhm.
constantly moving, and forward. Charlie likes to say, let's keep it going forward. So,
yeah,
and
Just keep on keeping on, man.
and it's cool because even though that record is from, the past time of the band, that's part of what made Nothing Set in Stone what it is today.
Yeah.
That record paved the way for me to be here. The fans that have supported that record, that's the reason why I'm here today, to even have a band to sing for. So eternally grateful for that process to even happen. So
Yeah.
we're not going to stop selling it. We're going to keep pushing it out there, and hope you guys love it.
it's a great album. We had a
Yeah.
blast recording it,
Yep.
and
It's awesome.
probably look to record with Matt again in the future, and
Yeah.
definitely.
We just went and visited Matt a couple weeks ago, actually.
Yep, we ran into him. He was. You remember who he was recording? He was recording somebody when we were
Recording
just finished
vocals
somebody.
for the Hush List
Yep.
with
Yeah.
Chris.
Chris Kurd, Rick
Chris
Moore,
Kurd. Yep.
Victor.
No, they were just doing vocals that day. They were. It was like perfect timing because we all got off work and we had to drive from out here all the way down there and like rush hour. And it was like the grinder getting down there, and then we get down there and
hung out for maybe like 5-10 minutes outside, just like smoking a cigarette. I think I lit a cigarette right when we got out of the car, and
I had
just
messaged
kinda, hang out
Matt
for a minute.
earlier, like, you cool with this day, whatever, are we still cool to meet at the studio? And, he was down there working and recording, and, it was like he just didn't have time to quite get back, and we just, like, fuck it, we're going on a limb, we're going down there, we're going to do this, and, if nothing else, we'll try another day, yeah.
All right.
And we get up to the door and encapsulate, and we ain't been there in a little while because it took some time to produce and do all that good stuff. And it's like, all right, now what? Can't get in. There's a code on the door. I'm like,
Phil busted out.
It was
some
weird,
kind
like
of
some
mind
ninja
jujitsu.
voodoo Jedi shit just came to me.
Some kind of jingle or something we had to remember? I can't remember, man.
There's like
Phil busted a rhyme.
a combination
we had a
of numbers
code and we were
like
in
makes
like
a
nothing.
saying,
Yeah.
and
Some kind of
somehow like in mid sentence he was saying that, and I was just like, I just pushed some numbers and opened the door. I think Charlie just about like fell over on the concrete, and we started walking in, and then I don't know if you've ever been down there, but you gotta like you go through the perimeter doors, and then to get into where their studio is like a separate little suite, and so we go in there, and he's walking out, and Chris has a keyboard, and they're like packed up and ready to go. It's like, hey man, here you go. We handed him a plaque with the CD and all that good stuff, and
Some artwork put up in
it was like perfect timing because they were on their way out, and we just barely got in, and it was like, I don't know.
Hung out and talked for a minute while they're loading up, and
shot the shit, and it was wham bam, thank you, man. But karma was on our side, man. Just two worlds collide for that split second.
Yeah. Reminds me of
was
that.
really cool.
Matt is a busy, cool man.
Yeah.
It really reminded me of that South Park episode stuff with Tolly, and where they were like, "That's the melody to Funky Town."
I think it is. You don't want to give too many secrets away.
Doot.
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
There you guys.
But yeah, they
Speaking of Hush List, that's a cool band.
yeah,
Those
Oh, yeah.
guys have an awesome
Yeah.
freaking sound.
yeah.
I saw them at
They're so
Ink
experimental.
Spot. Yeah.
Yeah, man, they do some really cool stuff. I mean, it's innovative. You know, when you're in the scene and you see rock bands and they're rock bands, but when somebody does something original and it really catches your ear, like there's so much. You know, I'm from Dallas, and there's so much talent in Dallas, so many freaking bands, and I was really concerned when I moved up here about the music scene because there wasn't like in Dallas we have a place called Deep Ellum, and that's where everybody goes to play, and it's like 3 solid blocks of venues, and everybody goes and plays constantly. But here, it's not like that. It's more spread out. So I was really concerned about how much originality was going to be here. But that was one of the first bands that struck me when we saw them at Ink Spot. Man, it really caught my ear. Great group of guys.
Yeah, there's a lot of solid talent in that band, too. Like,
yeah.
I mean, they're all refined musicians, and they've had other projects.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of them have done, tour stuff with other bands and done a bunch of other things. And they
I mean, Bon alone he just was featured at what was he in that show with at the Verizon Amphitheater a couple weeks ago?
You're playing with Hurt.
Yeah, he featured on Hurt. He's like featuring in all these acts that are coming through town. Just because he made a lot of connections on the Brook Royal tour or something.
Well, Hurt, Victor and Rec used to tour with Hurt. Victor still does, and but I think Rec stepped down, and that's how Bon got. I believe that's how he got hooked up with those guys too to play with that Hurt show, and then but they and Chris has done a bunch of stuff, various projects and himself, but yeah, I went to school with Chris. I've known him a long time now, so it's cool to see that,
Dude, he's such a genuine cat, man. Like when we kind of barely knew him walking into the whole thing with Matt again, and
that's a cool band name.
He was just really
Genuine Cat.
All right, write that shit down. But yeah, he didn't really know us. We kind of knew him, kind of thing, and he sat there and just shot the shit like it was nothing. Like he was just super down to earth and just one hell of a dude, man.
A lot of time the guys that have been, in the scene have been playing in bands and playing out, for a good chunk of their life or for a good amount of time. There's a sense of camaraderie, it seems like, with all of them. They know where you're coming from, you know where they're coming from. We've all, done similar stuff, and it's always good talking to the guys that are, busy, active musicians, because you always learn something shooting the shit with people,
Yeah.
Especially guys that are doing something, right up your alley.
The struggle is real.
Oh, yeah. Alive and well.
So Justin, what brings you to the St. Louis area from Texas?
From Dallas, yeah. I'll make a long story short. I came up here last year for this bike rally called Rat Run.
Yeah.
And I rode around with my buddy Kyle, and I just like the area. I've been looking for a change of scenery, and next thing I know, I'm looking for jobs up here. I found a recruiter, and I got offered a job from a local company, and they moved me up here. I came up May 1st, and yeah.
So then, how do you guys become connected? I know you guys did some kind of auditions and stuff, right?
Yeah, we had held some auditions after Nick had left the group.
Yeah.
We'd had a few people come in, and then had a couple tryouts, a few different people, and then Justin was one of the last guys that had hit us up, and I had actually talked to him a little bit, emailing back and forth. We had we put an ad up, just looking for a singer.
Yeah.
And I liked him. He seemed like a cool, straight up guy, and we had him out, showed him some of the stuff, and it seemed like the first night he came out, a couple of the other, people we were looking at, they had a good sound, or they, came and tried out, and it was just, just didn't work out, schedule-wise, or just, style-wise. And then Justin, though, it was the first night he'd come out, and it seemed like we just kind of kicked it off, and it seemed like that first night we were actually writing and playing, just the songs, and,
when it clicks, it clicks.
Oh, yeah, you can tell a lot of times, within the first song that you play with somebody, if, is this someone that I'm going to be able to, jam with? And it seemed like it just right from the bat, that first night, we're like, yeah, we like this guy. We're going to keep having him come back out.
Definitely. So. Yeah, that's cool. It's exciting, man.
Mm-hmm. We've got a lot of songs in the works right now. wrote constantly pretty much since we've met up with him and
I
recorded a little
It's
bit.
been a lot of writing. It's been
Got some more recording coming up probably.
Yeah.
And
a couple of the demos you guys have been slipping out there on the Facebook and things, and giving everybody a chance to hear some of the new stuff that you guys are working on with Justin. And I really like Hangman. That one that one stuck out to me a lot. I was like, man, that's a damn good tune right there.
That was one of the first songs we did with Justin.
Yeah.
I think that was actually the first song.
Was that the first?
Yeah,
It was literally the
Yeah,
first.
that's when it hit. That's
So they played this riff for me, and the first night is when I heard it. They played this riff for me, and I brought my gear, and I tracked a few things, and recorded that song, and went back and started working on it. I think I came back with some vocals that I tracked over the band rehearsal recording and sent back, and they're like, yeah, that's good, man. They all dug it really. And we came out and we played it live, and it was like, we knew that was, that
just kind of looked at each other and shook our heads like, yep, this is what we're doing. Kept going.
and then just kept going from there. And we decided to go track that demo with our buddy Josh Evans.
Yep.
And
good old friend.
He helped us get some solid tracks down that we could share with the world. And
It's I was singing along to it today. I started. I probably listened to it 2 or 3 times, and
cool,
but yeah, just that, especially on the chorus, the chant, the hey. It's just it's fun.
That was a last minute thing that we threw in there too. That was something that I think actually
yeah.
Justin had thrown up. He's like, let's just all stand there and chant it and we'll throw it in. And it worked like a charm. So
Yeah.
we like it.
I can see that being real cool.
It was kind
Great
of
idea.
figuring like the whole theme of the song with this hangman and like really bringing it back in time to when hangings used to take place, and like you'd have a whole crowd of people watching and chanting, and like that's where the idea spawned from, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, for the chanting, for sure.
And for the chanting part, and it just really made sense for that song.
Medieval justice.
Yeah, for real.
Brought to you
That's cool
on
that you like
FX.
that song, though.
Bastard
I mean,
Execution.
I'm curious, being a music lover like yourself, what do you
Switching
kind
to
of,
sports.
just off the few times you listen to it, what do you kind of feel from that song? What do you get out of it? I always like to ask people, because I write the lyrics and I wonder what people interpret.
Shoot, I don't know. Like sometimes, like I'm real big into singer songwriter stuff. I like I love the storytelling of songs, and sometimes I'll sit there and I'll listen to the lyrics and I'll take on my own meanings or whatever it is.
That's
and
the beauty of music.
right,
yeah.
But then
One song can touch 1,000, 1,000,000, a world of people in a different way, man.
Sure.
Yeah, you sing it to 100 people and they sing it back for whatever their reason is. 100 different reasons coming right back at you.
Sure.
That's the bone chilling
But
experience, man.
I don't know. Like I just for that one, a lot of what struck me was the guitar work and then just the melody of it through and then the chant and thing. So I'll probably have to go back and follow along reading the lyrics and really get to properly answer your question. But
I didn't mean to put you on the spot, man. I just was curious. Some people.
But yeah, no, it was fun though. I really
did
enjoy
the
it.
solo in that too.
Yeah.
The guitar work.
It came out really good. Yeah.
When we think about writing songs, one thing I always try to center in, and an old friend of mine, Brandon, and if he ever hears this, Brandon Deaton.
Shout out to Brandon.
Brandon Deaton.
What up, Brandon?
He's a guitar player that I worked with
dude?
in a couple of projects back in the day, and one thing that he always said that has just resonated with me through the years is if they can play it on a tennis racket or play air guitar to it, it's going to be a hit. It's going to be something that people want to jam. And that's the approach I try to take, especially songs like that. It just grinds away, it rocks. You bob your head, you want to play that lead in the air.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's we try to find that.
definitely. Yeah. I can imagine. When you guys, hopefully you guys play this weekend, but I just imagine when you guys get out there playing in front of a crowd and things are going to start getting a little rowdy and everybody's going to chant along with you guys, and
That's what we're hoping for,
Yeah.
man. People to pick up on that song.
That's
and
fun.
Be able to chant along with us.
yeah.
Sure.
The other guys, there's a couple other bands actually that practice up here with us. We play on the main level, like right when you walk in the door over here, and then in the basement there's Alternative Outcome. They're awesome young band. Alternate Outcome.
Yeah.
Long day. Sorry about that.
Sorry.
Yeah, they're a great sounding band. They've just they've been selling a lot of tickets, doing a lot of shows. And upstairs, there's another band upstairs, so we get to have some other musicians down here sometimes that'll pop in and listen to us in the writing process or right after we finish something. That was one that seemed to stick out to all the guys that have come through.
Scarred Atlas.
Scarred Atlas.
Scarred Atlas, yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I actually used to jam with one of the guys in that band. Good old Tony Pepperoni. Shout out to Tony.
Oh, is that who that is? I saw him comment on your page today.
Yep.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Tony, is that his real last name?
I don't think
Is he just that Italian? Or is he really packed with pepperoni?
Suave.
He's suave.
Everybody loves pepperoni.
I don't anymore. I used to love pepperoni.
The funny thing is, every time you see that dude, he's like eating pizza.
Yeah, so maybe that's a connection. I think he's a goddamn Ninja Turtle. It's Casey Jones, that's who he is.
The Ninja Turtles came to Dallas and ate at a place called Serious Pizza whenever they were getting ready to release the new movie that they just came out with. All the actors came down to Deep Ellum dressed up. It was pretty cool. Good to see.
I remember seeing the Ninja Turtles at Six Flags in the mid '90s when the first batch of movies came out and stuff.
Yeah, man.
And,
with the costume.
Freaking yeah, man. I love those movies so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I remember going.
The original, man.
They had like it was kind of like that. It's kind of like that Vanilla Ice video, like they're out there dancing with them, and so they kind of did like that. They had like a choreography and songs and stuff, and but the Turtles were up there putting on a show and
the funny thing
beating up the other
is that whole Ninja Turtle concert thing. They went on tour with what's her name? She used to be on American Idol. One of the judges.
Oh, Paula?
Paula Abdul, and she had this weird cat character that used to come out. So it was like this costume party concert. It was hysterical, man.
What was it? I don't know. I can't think of the cat's name, but it was like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, or something kind of song. I don't know. Not a big Paula Abdul fan, but
you're not.
I know some pop culture.
It's called Opposite Attract.
Opposite. There you go.
Sean with the
Everybody
title.
Oh, Sean!
Getting deep.
See, the thing
title.
is that Sean was old enough to actually clearly remember that.
I was actually
being
sadly enough.
5 to 10 years older than everybody
I'm
else
not
in the
10 years
band.
older, man. Come on
I
now.
like that he held off.
Nothing wrong with being in your 40s,
Look at
man.
your feet. You're growing roots.
Roots, man. All right.
I like it.
Just messing with the show.
You sat back a little bit, just like, should I tell him what it is or not? And then just, okay, I'm going to do this.
You knew it was going to wreak havoc.
Well, you were talking about Cyndi Lauper earlier. And, so
Cyndi Lauper's hot.
where do
In
you,
my own defense,
All right.
I said Madonna first.
I just want to know.
I mean,
And then I remember the last time I heard that song and said that I knew it was
First
wrong.
name
So I just
Sean or the middle name Sean?
I laid that one back.
well, it's both put together, man.
It's both put together.
Yeah.
So this is the Sean conversation?
Sean.
Never a dull moment was never set in stone.
Yeah. Why were you guys talking about Paula Abdul? I don't.
You didn't
She
follow
was
that
rocking
conversation?
out. She was rocking it out in her cat outfit.
What were
with
you
Vanilla
doing
Ice
over there?
via the
He
Ninja
was
Turtle 2 movie.
fantasizing. He was projecting Paul Abdul.
He was still thinking about Cyndi Lauper over there.
Yeah, I think you guys started talking about Cyndi Lauper, and I just kind of started thinking about
Zoned
something
out.
else. I zoned out, man. I came back and we were talking about Hangman for a little bit.
Yeah.
Talking about his cool ass solo, and then we went to Paula Abdul, and I
Sit over here by Uncle Charles.
yeah,
I'll keep you company.
Christmas is coming soon. Watch out in your local mall.
Yeah.
Keep your kids. Lock your daughters up. All that good stuff. You don't want
Better
to
not bring your
meet
kids.
Santa Sean.
Santa shit.
But hide your kids, hide your wife.
You look more like the Santa guy, right?
No, man.
Yeah, I think so, dude. I think you got the Santa look, Phil.
Just,
The creepy Santa, man.
this reminded me
This
of
is getting out
that,
of control.
that Antoine Dodson, that
Yeah.
hide your kids, hide your wife.
How'd you well? They're breaking everybody open here.
Yeah. I got that guy, bought, whatever the company was, I bought a shirt that's got, Antoine Dodson on it.
Really?
Yeah, and, it's, and he's wearing like the bandana on his head, and it's, it says hide your kids, hide your wife. And,
That's so amazing.
yeah, it's a good shirt. Yeah.
All I can think about now is that music video.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Those, those guys haven't really been doing as much anymore. That Shmoyo or whatever the YouTube channel they were putting them on. But there was that one, and then another one I really liked was Oh man, now I can't remember how it went. I don't know. It was there's a story, like a news story about a guy who found like 2 girls in a basement or something like that, and he like saved. But like,
That's all you gotta say.
Yeah.
2 girls in a basement.
Use your imagination.
A guy finds 2 girls in a basement.
yeah, but he like
How many cups were there?
yeah. And we don't have any internet, otherwise I'd pull it up, right?
That's the only
Google
downfall
that
I
shit.
will say about practicing in a U-Haul that I've experienced at this one. It's concrete everywhere. So there's no cell phone service inside normally.
Yeah.
Not that you're going to be on your phone while there's people
I
playing
keep
music.
I keep saying we should hack into this Ethernet cable upstairs, up here on the roof, and
Get some free Wi-Fi.
Get some
up in
Wi-Fi.
here.
All right, swordfish.
some Wi-Fi.
So again, 2 chances to catch these guys this weekend. Saturday, October 10th at Pops, and Sunday, October 11th at Cicero's. Grab your tickets today.
Because it is coming up right around the
Yeah. Do it! Get to the chopper! So I was scrolling through some of the news today. I saw a story about a guy that called 911 because he was too high, and the cops came by his house and they found him like surrounded by Doritos. So that was in the news today.
He built
Was
like a
he high
Dorito
on?
fort.
Yeah.
Do you have like a Dorito igloo? Because that's what I'm picturing
Yeah.
over here.
He just
Certain people shouldn't take whatever the doctor gives them.
Or they
What,
should.
did they say what he was high on?
I don't know. I just like saw the headline. I didn't really.
So he covered himself in Korea.
You're one of those guys. You just read the headline, but you don't actually read the article
Hey,
to
man.
see what happened.
I'm busy.
Holy shit, that's a lot of rappers.
I just I like to imagine my own story in my head.
Well, that's part of the problem.
No, I might go back and actually read it because it sounded pretty interesting. But
I mean, a high guy in Doritos. I mean, you know it was marijuana.
I'm sure.
Get
It
too
had to
high
be.
on marijuana.
I'm sure he had the munchies.
You don't get that high on marijuana. You get high
Too
enough to eat
high.
Doritos.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What other high do you get on that makes you want to eat Doritos?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I can't
Yeah,
vouch
I
for
can't
anything.
think of
All
it.
right.
It's
I mean, I've never been high on anything. I love Doritos, so
High on life.
yeah.
Life
remember,
gives you
They
yellow
turned
and orange
Doritos
fingers.
into taco shells
Yeah. It's
and
genius.
put them at Taco Bell.
Taco Bell is actually trying something. I don't remember
It's
where they
genius.
said it was at, but they're trying out alcohol sales now. They're
Yeah.
actually selling.
Oh,
They're
really?
delivering in St. Louis now.
Really?
Yeah.
Proud sponsor of the Rock Paper Podcast, Taco Bell. Shout out to Taco Bell.
So let me get this straight. You could have
PepsiCo hit
you
them
could
up.
have Coldcock Whiskey delivered to you now. Is that how that
Hey,
works?
what?
What?
Coldcock Whiskey.
Throwing out that cold.
Not yet. Not in Missouri. They
yet.
haven't got their distributorship yet here. However, if you're going to be at Pops, they will be selling it and on special for $2.75 a shot or mixed. It's a special they're running for us. Coldcock Whiskey is an
Delicious.
awesome herbal whiskey that is out of Texas. They kind of got
All
their
about
start
the
out there.
herbal goodness.
At least that's where I first heard about them. And they've endorsed some bands I've been with before. And, I starting this new project, we're really getting, the wheels turning. I thought it'd be great for us to come out of the gate. So I hit up Carol over there at Coldcock. And sure enough, they are all about sponsoring us. And
Nice.
so
Yeah. Got
Definitely be having a couple cold ones of those
sure.
Saturday night.
yeah, it'll be good, man. It's a great product, great whiskey. If you're into whiskey and you're into let me take that back. It's not. If you're a bourbon drinker, this is not your drink. But if you like to get drunk, this is your drink. If you like
wanna get
any
down.
anything with flavor, this is your drink. So pretty much anybody that's not a straight bourbon drinker, but even I'm a bourbon drinker and I like it. So
Yeah.
it's a great product all around. You can't go wrong.
Yeah.
And the name Coldcock.
Yeah, who doesn't like saying that?
Rolls
Sean
off
loves
the
saying
tongue.
Coldcock.
Oh yeah.
It just rolls off the tongue.
Rolls off the tongue.
Rolls off the tongue.
They're great folks, though, and they're all about supporting independent artists.
Yeah.
That's what's great about them. We were their 300th band
Whoa.
Or their 300th artist to add to their roster. And they've got some big names on there, like Nonpoint, Seven Dust, All That Remains.
Anybody good?
So
TV Electronics.
Nonpoint, Seven Dust, All That Remains.
Nothing set in stone.
Nothing set in stone. I mean,
No, I love Nonpoint, man. And
Through the Scope actually just got a deal with them too.
oh, cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
they've been on the show.
Yeah.
I saw Nonpoint at the Mad Magician a little while back with Head PE, and that was a good party, man. Those guys,
Dude, they throw down.
yeah.
Throw down.
I never was. I think they did a Point Fest, Seven Dust, but I haven't. Other than that, I've never seen them like headline their own stuff. But I had a front buddy, Kenny Barr, who does concert photography stuff, and he went to see them in Springfield a bit ago, and he said it was just an incredible night. And like, I actually got to hang with them backstage. And,
Dude,
like,
they're so cool.
and
They're such cool.
LJ came up and I gave him a big hug and all this stuff. And like, it was just, he said he was just, blown away by how cool they were about everything. Just not just one of those bands that kind of ducks out and doesn't hang with the fans and things. They were real cool about everybody back there.
LeJohn and Morgan are really... they're the only two guys in the band I've actually formally met.
Yeah.
And every time I see them at a show, whether it's a local show or their big headlining event, they're always so cool. Just like you're saying, they hang out with the bands off stage.
Yeah.
They don't go hide in the green room or on the tour bus. They hang out with the bands.
Yeah.
Really cool dudes. And they've got that new record out. Have you heard it yet?
No, I
It
haven't
is
heard
freaking
it.
awesome.
Yeah.
You guys haven't got that yet, but I'm not plugging for Seven Dust. Well, I'm kind of plugging for them because it's
You
a
are
badass
plugging for
record.
Seven Dust.
Yeah.
It's a badass record, but I'm a fan. So.
Yeah. And they're sponsored by Coldcock Whiskey.
And they are sponsored by Coldcock Whiskey. So.
Yeah.
It rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
What is your shirt saying?
Oh, look at that. It says
American herbal flavored whiskey.
Coldcock Whiskey.
American herbal flavored. Yeah.
So good.
So herbal flavored. Let me tell you a little bit about herbal flavored. The first time I had this, you think kind of what is herbal flavored? Well, think of like tea that gets you drunk. That's basically what it's like. It's not
whiskey
like it's
that
not
doesn't
like
burn as
vodka
much.
flavored tea flavored
what I think of
vodka
it
and
as.
shit like that.
Yeah.
It's herbal. It's good, man. It's earthy.
Earth can get you drunk.
I heard you're a fan of the apple whiskey.
I don't know about it. I wouldn't call myself a fan.
Well, Gabe says you're a fan of the
I-
apple whiskey, and that's all you drink.
Just driving around all tent at night.
He said
Singing on the window.
You said you like Boone's Farm too. What's up with that?
Yeah, no.
Are you a melon ball fan? Is that what it is?
I don't know. I'm not much on any of that stuff. I did some couple of shots since Gabe brought the apple bourbon or apple Jim Beam to the podcast, and I had a couple of shots with it. And it's good stuff, but man, I don't know. I can't. We had some maple crown too, and that was weird, man. It was like
Maple
getting drunk at breakfast. It was like it was strange. But
Yeah,
Too sweet.
reason to drink before 10 a.m.
yeah,
Hell
put
yeah.
it on my pancakes.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was good stuff. I just I don't know much on any alcohol really. I just I never had any the Boone's Farm or the.
We gonna get you drunk Saturday night.
It's like a $2 bottle one. Yeah.
It's Saturday. You ain't got no job. We gonna get you drunk.
On some Coldcock Whiskey.
Yeah.
Oh, you had to go there.
We're already there.
Yeah, we've been there.
You've been there a long time.
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
That was pretty much it. We're just going to talk about Coldcock the rest of the night.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I'm going home.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
No, Phil, you can't borrow my Paula Abdul CD.
Oh, God.
Yeah. It's a lot better than Hot Cock, I think, though. Like, I don't think that name would have went over as well.
Maybe if it was like a schnapps or
Hot cock schnapps.
I heard that was actually in the Final Four name count for when Fireball was coming out. So
Oh, yeah.
Schnapps.
Hot Cock or Fireball? We got
Cock.
Fireball.
Yeah.
What's up with Fireball? I
I
heard
said
it's like
fire cock.
antifreeze. I heard that Fireball whiskey was like antifreeze or something.
I think
How
that's
like
just that
antifreeze in it.
thing that goes around a couple months or so, every so often.
Don't drink
I
it.
don't know. People love it, though.
I mean, it's tasty.
Especially if you play country music. They really love it.
Twang twang.
Country music.
Yeah. It's about in every country song right now on the radio, like something about Fireball.
Oh, they got off the red Solo cups because they couldn't
Yeah.
afford fucking glass.
That was a couple of years ago.
Can't drink out of a glass. You got to drink out of a plastic Solo cup. What are we?
It's getting rough in the hood
What are
these
we in
days.
college, man?
Thanks, Obama.
Thanks, Obama.
It's the excuse for everything I hear these days.
Yeah.
Kids these days are saying that. That's what I hear.
I wouldn't know because I don't have a Kick account.
I don't have a kick account.
Or what is the other one they're on? Yeti.
Snapchat.
Redfish.
Snapchat. Yeah.
Snapchat, I don't understand. I understand it, but I don't understand it.
You understand it, but you
Send
don't.
a fucking picture and a text. It's already there.
Right.
Well, you could, but you can also send video in Snapchat.
7-second video.
7 seconds. Unless you do a story. And then
Hey! Oh, it's over. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
What's up, guys?
I think I listened to Stern's show, and he was playing some clips of Justin Bieber like made some big announcement on it, and it was on his Snapchat account. And so I'm like, they were playing it, and every 7 seconds they kind of strung them together, but you could tell like where each video breaks off, and
Yeah.
but it was like he made some announcement about like people taking pictures with him and stuff, and like he's saying how if you want to take a picture with me, if you're not being respectful about it, I'm not going to do it. Like I'm not. And if I'm not feeling it that day, and then you keep saying something about it, and I walk away, it's like I don't know. It just sounds like a real
Some prima donna
yeah,
bullshit.
right, yeah. But it's like he's saying how people want pictures with him just for that moment. He's like, but if you should really want pictures with me for because of who he or I don't know some shit. I don't know whatever it was. Like what it was just
Being
like this.
butthurt about people taking
Yeah,
pictures
it's just
with
like
him.
man, this sounds like.
I've always liked the interviews that he's done.
In
He's
his
great
defense,
interviewer.
if you've got nothing but screaming 12 and 13-year-old girls constantly want your picture, and you can't even take a step out of your car to your
Right.
house, or from the grocery store to your car to go home without getting badgered for a picture, I could see that.
Sure.
But still, he's a bitch.
Yeah. Well, it's the whole thing. Like, it's not even about Justin anymore and stuff. It's like it's about the selfie. It's not a really I met Justin Bieber and I'm a huge fan or whoever it
Yeah.
is. It's like everybody just wants to have that selfie and
Wants
then
to
put
be
it
cool and
post it on
see
Facebook.
a bunch
like
of people
yeah.
like it.
And they
all
want
that
to get
snaps.
that everybody get likes and stuff and
Well, you can thank Mark Zuckerberg for that.
yeah. Thanks, Mark.
Speaking of Snapchat, find us at Snapchat, Nothing Set in Stone. I'll be setting that up tomorrow so we can send you guys some awesome pictures.
Yeah. Some snaps.
We'll send you some snaps.
Screenshots encouraged.
You guys are on about everything else, though. I think, you do have the official band Facebook and Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, Instagram.
And Reverb.
We're social media whores.
Yeah, I mean that's the
We got the album on iTunes as well, I believe.
Yeah, the album's out everywhere. You can get it off
Yeah.
iTunes,
Anywhere you
it's,
buy music.
Spotify.
Is it at your
Rhapsody.
mom's house?
I think.
Dude.
Yes. Got a couple of moms.
Yeah.
Mom gets down to some Nothing Set in Stone.
Which mom doesn't?
yeah. I don't know if my mom does yet, but
She'd probably like
She's
it.
been introduced.
we'll make that happen. Though.
Let's see.
Show her some Nothing Set in Stone.
Yeah,
I want to get a
Love us.
Snapchat reaction from your
Yeah.
mom of listening to Nothing Set in Stone.
yeah.
That'd be awesome.
You got it, man.
Cool.
Coming right up.
Sweet. I'm going to hold you to it.
Moms around the world rejoice.
That's our next show flyer. Just a bunch of moms in the
We're gonna get a
crowd.
picture of everyone's mom in the local scene and make a flyer out of it.
Man,
Bring
we're
it
gonna
back.
Piss some people off.
M-A-N-I.
What do they say? All press is good press.
That'd be like a hell of a Where's Waldo flyer. Be great.
Where's your mom? She wasn't in the picture.
That your mom in left field, naked?
No.
Well, I was another thing I want to ask you guys about. If I don't know if you guys are into sports and things, but they in Back to the Future too, they predicted that the Cubs were going to win the World Series, and and now
That's cute.
now we're playing the Cubs and
Like this year? They predicted this year?
yeah. Well, in the movie in 2015 when they went to the future, the Cubs won the series, and that's what he says. There's a line, Marty McFly looks back at this like projector image thing, and it's the Cubs win. And he's like, oh my god, the Cubs won. And he's like, yeah, I wish I could go back in time and put some money on the Cubs and all stuff. And so anyway, that clip's been circling around, and especially it's kind of getting a little eerie that the Cubs are playing the Cardinals this weekend. And
That'll be a very interesting series.
I'm putting my money on the Cards all day, every day. Period. Fuck the Cubs.
But the fact that they even made the playoffs, like the Cubs haven't even been doing that in a while, and
hopefully they see some good sales over there at the stadium. From
as far as I believe in professional sports, it's all rigged anyway. So yeah, probably something they put in the movie.
Right, yeah,
it's all rigged.
We're going to plan for this 107 years that they're going to lose, and then eventually we're going to put in a movie, and then in 2015 that'll be the Cubs' year to win it.
I think my first Cardinals game was the Cubs, actually.
That's like some Illuminati stuff, man. Right there.
It is Illuminati.
Tupac's alive.
The last Cardinals game that I went, it was the last one. Probably been to a few since then, I guess. But one of the only games I've ever been to. Not a huge baseball fan, but went to a Cardinals game back in the day when Brian Jordan was still playing for us.
Yeah.
And it was, like in between innings, he caught the ball. And I'm hanging there right over the the wall, and I'm like, throw me the ball! Like yelled at him, He throws it up, and it was just too far. If I would have reached any further, my little 90-pound ass would have flipped over the wall and been in the outfield, And then so he threw it, and it just didn't reach me. So he goes, I saw the sigh in his face. I'm like, son of a bitch. So he comes running back over, picks up the ball, looks right at me, and throws it like three people next to me. And I hated him ever since.
That's messed up.
True story.
Yeah. Shout out to Brian Jordan. You owe me a baseball.
Brian?
I'm going to officially denounce my fanship, my loyalty to the Texas Rangers.
Yeah.
I've been loyal to the Texas Rangers for 30 years of my life. I was born a Texas Rangers fan. Seeing Nolan Ryan at Ranger Stadium, and then seeing all this stuff that they've had in the last few years, The first week we were here, Heather, my fiance, has never been to a professional baseball game. And we were just trying to find something to do. Cubs were in town. I was like, hell, what the hell? Let's go down and see the game. So I bought tickets. We were sitting right on the third base line, right on the first row. Awesome seats, right?
Nice.
But I fell in love with the Cardinals, man. There is something about the Cardinals baseball team and the stadium and the vibe and the fans and the city about baseball.
Fucking awesome.
In Texas, it's all about football. Baseball's a big thing in Texas. Don't get me wrong. The Rangers are a big deal, but the Cardinals, it's a baseball team. It's a baseball franchise, man. You want to be a part of that.
Cardinals know how to win.
They know how to win.
That's why.
It was awesome, man. It was a great game. It's like probably the best major league game
yeah.
I've ever been to. It was awesome. Oh, awesome. I'm a Cardinals fan for life.
Yeah.
I don't have a choice now because I can never go back to the Texas Rangers because Texas.
I was down in Texas working whenever Cardinals had just played them and beat them in the World Series a couple of years back, and it was a blast. It was me and another guy from St. Louis who's covered in St. Louis skyline tattoos all over his arms. Sitting in the bar, screaming at the TV and. All these other guys, and they're just looking at us like, where's our baseball bats? We're going to murder these guys. It was cool. It was really fun.
You guys have hockey here.
That was the game 6, actually.
I didn't mean to change the subject on you.
No, hocky actually is just starting up,
struck my freaking mind. Like, you guys have high school hockey here.
Yep.
We have high school football like crazy in Texas. High school hockey. Tell me about this. What is up with the hockey here?
Hockey here, St. Louis Blues, man. Yeah. Blues are a pretty damn big team, too.
I haven't seen the Blues yet. I'm going opening night tonight,
We've been jinxed on playoffs, it seems like, with the Blues. But regular season, they kick ass.
Yeah. Stars got Stanley Cup. The Blues have Stanley Cup?
No.
Oh, that's too bad.
For the longest time. For the longest time, we thought I think we held a record. I might be mistaken, but it seemed like for the longest time, we went like 20-something years in a row, it seemed like, to the playoffs consecutively without, winning a cup. But.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man.
High school hockey's kind of still big out here. It blew up really big back in early 2000s. Now it's, there's still high school hockey out here, but it's not as big.
Is it like interstate, like all the high schools, and they compete in the districts, like football and stuff? And then,
we've got leagues set up like that.
I know in my school, like, it wasn't exact. It was like
They did. I don't know.
they had the school name, but like it was as a club sport kind of thing. So everybody had to, they did their own fundraising kind of stuff, and it was all that. But like they wore the school colors and name and all that stuff. But it wasn't exactly a school
Independent
sponsored.
kind of
Yeah, right. So I know, but the football team was sponsored by the school and all that. They still did fundraising things, but it was all within the school.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if it's quite on the same level yet, but it's
You ever play football in school when you was younger?
Yeah, I played a lot of football till my junior or sophomore year. I started having knee trouble and stuff, and I quit the team. And
Football did it too.
yeah, well, I mean, I also grew like 4 inches in a month
shit.
during like my freshman year or 8th grade year, I guess. And
Holy crap.
so like it was a lot of my body just adjusting and things growing into it. And, so it took a while for everything, so anyway, that's where a lot of the.
I've been 5'6" since I was in 3rd grade. Being really fucking
Have you
tall.
really?
No, I'm just kidding. Would that be fucked up though?
I was this height when I was like in 6th grade. So
Really?
Yeah.
I still fit into like high school clothes and stuff. But
I played ball in high school. I got a state championship football ring.
no shit.
That's a big deal in Texas. You get a state
Yeah.
championship
That's
ring.
pretty
Big old
badass.
fucking gaudy thing. That was fun, man.
Yeah.
I played football my freshman year and my senior year. I played hockey throughout high school. Did track.
Nice.
Yeah, I
Stayed
did.
active. Stayed jamming.
Yeah. Yeah, I did football, basketball, and track, and then my sophomore year, like I said, quit all that. My parents divorced. I started working full time, and I wanted to go back, but just I got a car, had to pay for gas and all that, and then so I got involved in a lot of other stuff. I started doing I was in DECA and FBLA and wrote for the school paper my senior year.
Did
and,
FBLA, tech school.
yeah, so I did a lot of other groups in school and stuff, but I stayed heavily involved in all that. And, but yeah, no, sports were a big part of my life growing up, and now it's it's all been replaced by music. So
Awesome, man.
That's
Yeah.
kind of the same.
Do you play
deal
music
here.
at all?
no, just
Just like to
super
listen.
fan. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, it's fun, man. I really I got like right after high school, I started really getting a lot more into music, going to a lot of shows, and then the addiction grew stronger and stronger. And
Sure.
started I used to write a little blog, doing like album review kind of stuff, and then I decided to start talking about bands, and led to doing this show. And
It's badass.
yeah, so I'm trying to work my way around town, talking to all sorts of cool people. So
Right on, man.
yeah.
Cool, man.
So yeah, it's been a lot of fun getting to sit and chat with you guys, getting to hang out,
totally.
get to know you a little bit better, and
Do it again.
Anytime, man, for sure.
but yeah, I guess we'll look to wrap this thing up. What do you guys you want to throw some tracks on? What are you guys feeling? What do you want to put Hangman on it?
Sure, man. We'll play Hangman just for you.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. I'll make sure you get that one.
Yeah, because that, especially since we were talking about it a lot, and give everybody a chance to hear what you guys are working on.
Be another one we'll probably be doing live this weekend too. So
Yeah, we'll be doing all 3 of the tracks we're releasing this week. Actually, we'll be playing live at the show on Saturday,
Yeah.
so you'll get to hear that
Sunday too.
Yeah.
on Sunday too.
So Saturday, October 10th, Pops, Sauget, Illinois. Come on, say what $5 tickets or $6 or something.
Yeah, I
something
mean,
like
I think
that.
all the bands have them for $5 right now.
Yeah.
Trying to kind of push it over the edge.
Yeah.
Started out at $7, so we got it down to $5. Everybody's ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, so get your ticket for that Saturday night. Divide the Empire, Divine Sorrow, Pirate Signal, Midnight Reville. And then Sunday, October 11th at Cicero's, Delmarva Loop with Saul, Nervous Pudding, One Day, and Fall Beneath the Crown. And so, yeah.
Tickets are $10 to that one.
Yeah, 2 awesome opportunities to see these guys play and hear some new tunes and meet Justin and have a good time.
Come hang with the gang.
Looking forward to it.
Definitely be hanging at the merch booth and rocking out in the crowd during the other acts. So
Yeah.
See you
Very
guys
cool.
tomorrow.
Yeah. All right, that's it. That's a wrap, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.
It's awesome, man. Thanks a lot. It was fun.
that was cool.
stand still in this icy cell, reminiscing, trying to find a way out of hell. As the needle tears another hole, transcend me to a place with a better view. Hey man, your hands are bloody too. Don't be so quick to hang me out to dry. Hey man, one step closer to victory. It doesn't matter who gets crushed along the way for now. Pockets lined with gold and jewels, appropriation for the wealth, and then there's nothing left to lose. Hey man, your hands are bloody too. Don't be so quick to hang me out to dry. Hey man, your hands are bloody too. Don't be so quick to hang me out to dry. Your hands are bloody too. Don't be so quick to judge this life. Hey man, your hands are bloody too. Don't be so quick to hang me out to dry. Hey man, your hands are bloody too. Don't be so quick to hang me out to dry.
Paper Podcast. Rock Paper Podcast. Rock Paper Podcast, y'all.